Now, I don't want to be accused of panic buying, but if there was ever a time that you all can go into the comments and accuse me of panic buying, this is probably the episode. So welcome in to today's episode. We do have a live comment in today's episode. We're going to recap our last few games as well as the list above me of transfers, which we've spent some money. Not a lot of money, but we've spent some money. So first off, our outs. There's only one out, and that's our youngster Daniel, the Brazilian, if you remember. Wasn't the best looking defender. He's ended up going out on a free to Valerenga. Goodbye, basically. So, not that fussed. So in terms of the ins, let's have a look at our ins during this summer transfer window with Rosenborg. So first off, and yes, a couple of them I couldn't see all the attributes, and yes, I probably panic buyed because we really struggled all through the summer to strengthen our squad. Yeah, it wasn't the best. So first off, coming in, Juan Naranjo comes in from 26 de Febrero. Nailed that pronunciation. He is a defensive mid, centre mid, and right wing back stroke, right midfield stroke, right wing. He doesn't look too bad, you know, to be honest with you. He really doesn't look too bad. He's going to play for our B team, hopefully develop, hopefully get better, step by step. I don't mind him. And he was a free. Next one is Victor Bernal. Comes in from Vasquez Cultural. Again on a free transfer. He is a striker, stroke central defender. And he's actually quite a decent central defender. He's been at the club for 5 days and his arrows are all on the way down. A little bit concerning. I don't mind him. And on a free transfer, can't complain. So another decent signing there. For 195k, Igor joins us. Very good physical winger. Very quick. I like his technicals and mentally isn't the worst as well. Brazilian stroke Italian. Plays both wings, striker or attacking mid. We've retrained him in. I think for 195k, it was money well spent. Miles Rioch comes in from CU University, Canberra United Academy, over in Australia. So Miles Rioch, he is an Australian stroke English attacking midfielder. Again, I don't mind him. Not a world beater. But coming in on a free transfer, there is the potential we could move him on if he doesn't do well. But at the same time, I think he might put in a couple of good performances. Then finally, Luis Maldonado comes in for 165k. Another striker, attacking midfielder, winger, who again I think has a lot of potential. He's going to again play for our B team this year. But maybe next season we'll move up into the first team and hopefully knock on the door, because we're going to look at the performances, and as you will see, it's not hard to break into our first team at the minute. So following on from when you were last with us, you can see we've not been too good. So we came against Sogndal and got a 2-2 draw before beating San Ezel 3-1. We then lost to KFUM Oslo 2-1, and at that point I thought we're going to have to see if we can change something here. And we did. We went back to our wing-back tactic and beat Odds. Then we drew with Viking and drew with Egerson before defeat away to Molde was followed with a draw to Brann, a draw to Hamkam, and a draw to Berde Glimt. Now, they are some decent teams, and we are picking up points. We're not losing the games. We have just lost to Lillestrøm and Valerenga, but they are up there as the top 2. I don't think we're doing that bad. Which I know what you're thinking. Paul, it's another season of mid-table pointlessness. I don't think we're doing that bad. I'm going to say it again. I don't think we are doing that bad. Yeah, a couple of these could have been wins. Hamkam, we could have been a win. Brann, we could have got a win as well. And also Viking, we could have got the win. 90th minute equalised from them. That could have given us an extra 6 points. We're not looking too bad. We are struggling with a couple of injuries. Vitor has obviously been out since really early on in the season. He is close to coming back. He has 6 days to 2 weeks, and then he's coming back. He's going to massively strengthen our midfield. And also Henriksen has missed the last couple of games. at right wing back as well. We do look forward to bringing him back into the squad. Before today's live com, Ingebrigtsen in goal, Camille, Shield and Hellberg. On the wings, we're going with Martinez and Cleland. Lima Torres, Menseth, Torreson, Bellingham, and Finchy up top. Top goal scorer with 4 goals for Finchy at the minute. On the bench, we do have Figueroa, Björgolfsson, Trossen, new signing Riok is on the bench today, Niesveen, Knut Kåre Seam, Strumman, and our new attack midfielder Igor also on the bench. We do obviously miss Marla with a suspension, who could have played right wing back, and then Cleland moved into that centre mid, but sometimes these situations don't help. But I don't think we have a bad team. Like, Igor coming in could add a bit of strength, and we could go to the 4-2-3-1 and play Igor and Bellingham on the wing with Finch up top, for example. You could play Riok in behind as well. So we do have the ability in this team now. So let's get into today's live com. 2 new numbers needed. 21 for Igor. Riok can have 28. A lot of thought put into that. But it sounds silly when we've gone so many games without a win. It sounds silly when we're 10th in the league with 5 wins in 21 league games. We're not doing bad. We are so close to cracking Europe, in my opinion. We are them odd decisions in games. We are them odd refereeing decisions. We are them odd personal decisions from players in the games, which is costing us. And a couple of these new signings, I do hope can, and I hope will, bring that difference and help us next season get into these European spots, because we can't continue with mid-table after mid-table after mid-table. So next year we really do have to break into that top 5. I would like to also get to the cup final again, give ourselves a chance with there, as Finchy almost bends one in. We have really struggled. We will look to outbeat him in second, because there's a player now in our B team who we really should look at. Torreson with the corner, floating back post. No one jumps over it. Finchy's going to pick it up. So Finchy goes across to Menseth, forward to Camille, back to Shelland, back to Camille. Highlight's done. Highlight is done. Bit upsetting, to be honest with you. But 3 shots each. I'm sorry if you need my washing machine, by the way, but weirdly, I have clothes that need washing sometimes. So that's currently blasting on in the background. But 0-0 at half-time. This is the joys of this squad. So we can switch tactic at half-time very easily. So Shield is going to come off for Niesveen in defensive mid. Menseth, Pereira, Torreson, Finchy. I think what I'll do is Torreson's going to come off for Igor and Riok for... I think we're going to go for Menseth off, because Lima Torres is motivated and Menseth was aggressive. We've switched it up. So they may be now setting up to battle against our first half tactic, and we now coming out in the second half playing a totally different setup. So let's see what we can do here. Goes inside to Riok. First couple of touches as a player, and he gives the ball away. Sign him on a long-term deal right now. Welcome to Rosenborg. It suits our squad. The amount of players we have who give the ball away at any opportunity is amazing. We're going to fire up and go more attacking and slightly more direct. Bellingham with the free kick goes back post, but Camille doesn't win it. But Torres is going to recycle play. He goes forward to Martinez. He goes back to Torres again. Tries to go over top, but there's no one there. They have a chance now to bring this ball out of the half. But we do, yeah, Niesveen wins it back. Camille forward to Torres, who I think I might take off because he's on a yellow. They have it down the left-hand side. Go inside. We win it back again. Torres again. Goes out wide to Igor. First time. He gets it across. Oh, it's a goal. Miles Riok. The assist did come from Finchy, but it was basically Igor who created that. Miles Rioch, on his debut, gets the goal. We can go back to balance instead of attacking. There's no point of pushing high up the field when we win the game. Right. Bodu goes out wide to Hoffen. Right. Ego intercepts though. Oh, he's lost straight away. Come on. Step up, Ego. Step up. You're one of our big signings of the summer. It wasn't a panic buy. It was on the deadline day. It was after an agent recommendation, but it wasn't a panic buy. Rioch. Forward Finchy. Finchy's in. Finchy with his 5th goal of the season. Dan Finch, assist by Miles Rioch. His 2nd goal contribution of the day sees us score 2-0 up and potentially get our first win in quite a while. Feels like a while, but we've done well. It's so difficult to try to explain when you look at that league table in the middle of the screen now. Oh, washing machine singing. There's something to do after this video. Hang up close. It's so difficult to explain how well we have been playing when we are mid-table. It's very hard to come into. Okay, but we have just made a change there with Juan Pablo Martinez Figueroa coming on. Camille moves out to right back. Fresh legs in central defence, taking off the yellow carded right back. But it is looking like a boring end to the game, which I will take all day long, as we secure 3 points in the league for the first time in what feels like an eternity. It's going to be a penalty. Oh no, are we going to throw this away right in the last couple of seconds? Can we just please waste any time we can after this situation? Don't give a penalty. Don't give a penalty. Oh no. Are we honestly going to concede in the 94th minute? Just how look that then 2-2. Okay, he's tucked it away. Rosenborg 2. Ulkisa 1. Skip that. Please no more highlights. Yes! 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 Miles Rioch, Dan Finch see us win the game 2-1, picking up our first victory in quite a while. Yes. Absolutely over the moon after 8 games without a win. Now, I wanted to mention our B team. So, we are currently sitting just outside relegation of the 3rd tier. Going down again to the 4th tier, it is playable. I'm not overly fussed. It gives us a season of performance for the players. But I wanted to mention a couple of new signs are down at this level now, but also European Golden Boy Hoshi Castel played 11 off the starting, 3 sub appearances, so 14 games, 2 goals, and he looks absolutely dreadful. We have a player, let me switch, full screen. We have a player who is the current European Golden Boy, and he is now playing in the 3rd tier of Norwegian football. He is not registered with our first team for the second half of the season. He has fell off the cliff. I've never seen a player lose the ability to play football as quickly as Tonchi Castel. Now, if we can move him on, I will. I'm trying. Nobody wants him. This guy is a European Golden Boy. But that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please make sure you do go down and comment something below. I've been Paul, also known as the Northman, and this is our continued journey of trying to rebuild Rosenborg in Norway.